This is Daily Dose of Daryl, Viewer's Digest from the People's Motivation Bureau, bringing you something positive, personal, and professional every day. This is Season 3, Episode 16, January 22nd through the 28th, 2024, entitled New Food for a New Year. You know my propensity for looking at real food that you eat on a dinner plate. This will add a little twist to it as we think of a new type of food we all might need each day during the new year. As I produce this, I hope you will find this helpful as you organize and get ready for this new year, and something that will be helpful to cause you to remember something you need to do each day. If you find it helpful, someone else might too. Please share, and thank you for that. Enjoy and take note. Okay, so I saw a bumper sticker on a pickup truck a long time ago that said, "Sit down, buckle up, and hang on." So here we go. I have some food for thought today, and everybody knows how much I like food. Well, it's not about that kind of food or a food channel where you see pictures of all kinds of food, healthy and sometimes unhealthy, but this particular thing is about filling up our tank each day. Not with that kind of food, but thinking about other things and expanding our thoughts, so we need to get up in the morning and first fill up our tank. And we need to do that not with the type of PMS that most people think about, but a special kind of PMS. What is that? It starts with physical. We need some activity physically to get going, and we need to also have exercise for our mental capacities, our mind. Some people use crossword puzzles or reading. There are lots of things that keep our brain stimulated, and then we need to move to our spiritual. In our spiritual, we must realize that our body not only holds a spirit, but we are the spirit. Now, as we move through this today, there are several things that we're going to realize. The first is we are a body. Keep that body strong. We are truly miraculously made and put together, and we need work to keep it that way. We also have a brain. In that small brain, and some people think mine's very small, but anyway, in that brain, there are amazing things that take place every moment. We need to exercise it, and our spirit, it is what really lifts us up and carries us on. It's so important not to neglect that part of the equation. So, body, mind, and spirit are PMS, physical, mental, and spiritual, is the first thing this week on Monday to realize that's how we fill up our tank. Tuesday. Next, we need to get organized. A lot of times, this organization needs to take place the night before, so you wake up in the morning with a list. But make sure you're organized, and that list will be helpful if you apply the GPS system. No, that's not the global positioning system. So what in the world is this newfangled GPS that could be in organizing ourselves? Well, first of all, in order to get organized, you must think about geography. A lot of people go here, they go there, they do this, they do that, they run back. The things you need to do in a day. Arrange it geographically, in groups, together, so it makes sense. Next, you have to look at your priorities. What's the priority of a particular task? How important is it? What needs to get done here? What would happen if it's not done? And next, we have to look at the size of the task. You know, some tasks are seemingly a small task to do, and some are apparently seemingly enormous. As we examine those, we realize that it takes a certain amount of time to do something. Therefore, we have to evaluate and weigh how much time it's going to take to do the task. And even though it might not be a lot of time, some things take an enormous amount of effort, whether mentally, spiritually, or physically. Effort is required. So we have to evaluate how much time and effort will take place for each task in order to do it. So we must pull out our maps. Now, those of you who don't know what a map is, you can Google it on your device. Some of us are actually old enough to remember a map. But we have to look seriously at the area where we'll be working. Next, we have to think about what kind of impact this will make. If I do this, what kind of impact will it make on my overall goals in my life? Or if I don't do this, what will happen? Also, if it takes a lot of time and effort, Or do I really need to be fresh? Or do I save it to the end of the day when I'm worn out? Could I really manage it appropriately? Therefore, we must look at which tasks need to take place when we're fresh and perhaps not as fresh. Wednesday. So those are the first two steps in our new year, our building our immune system and our food for thought situation. As we begin to look at this, we've realized we're filling up our tank in the morning, and our tank is multifaceted, and we're getting organized, and now we must go outside. That is absolutely essential. A lot of people were spoiled by the quarantine. They got used to staying inside, working remote, but the outside world is important. Plus, we also need an IV. If you've ever been dehydrated and you go to the hospital, they give you an IV, intravenous. Then you know how refreshed it makes you. We need a strong immune system for the new year. We need a strong immune system for life. It is so important, particularly in these times when there are so many diseases and flus going around. We need to make sure that we get vitamin D. The immune system is needed, and that's helped by vitamin D. So going outside can help facilitate that. A stronger immune system is a defense. Plus, when we go outside, the sunshine is a great supplier of vitamin D, as are other types of foods, but it's the offense. So the immune system is our defense to guard against things, and the vitamin D gives us an offense to go out and attack the world. Together, that's what we need to do this in this new year. Thursday, delays come next. We fill up the tank, we're getting organized, we're going out. Delay is important. That can be in a positive manner or in a somewhat negative manner. But delays will happen. There's nothing you can do to avoid delays. Things don't always go the way you plan. Therefore, we must learn to manage the concept of delay. And managing that concept of delay, it is that takes place in our lives and can be a real pal for us, a real friend. You can have a really good pal to go with you into the world each day, especially dealing with things that are planned and are not planned. Delays, you see, are some things that are going to happen that you don't plan. But you can plan delays intentionally for a positive effect. And that's like the pause button. If you're doing some videotaping or a recording or listening to something, that pause button is important. The next part of our PAL is learning to adapt. When delays come and things don't always go as we plan, we have to learn to adapt, to become flexible. Flexibility is so important in life, and when these delays happen, they can be great learning experiences. We need to learn each day from whatever's happening with us, to us, and around us. Whatever we're experiencing, we need to learn from it. So our pause button is a positive thing, that we can pause in the midst of our days, in the midst of our life, in whatever segment of time that's taking place. It helps our health. It helps us deal with the surprises that come that are unplanned. We can learn new ways to adapt and how to deal with those in a productive manner, an efficient manner that will help us with our overall goals and plans. Many times during these experiences that come, things cause us to invent new things in our life that will be with us long term. Managing delays is so important. Friday. All of this may seem a little cloudy now, and when you go through your day, you seem caught up in a cloud probably, but I hope you take this food for thought that we've gone over, and that you'll let this food for thought sink in. This can be nutritious for our body, mind, and spirit. It's nutritious for achieving our goals. The thought part means we need to think about all this over and over again, and all these things that we've gone over need to be repeated through our study. And most of all, we must learn to take action. Action is the main thing. You learn this, you get caught up in this, you get excited, but then what are you going to do about it? Go out and take action today. I'm so happy that you're taking some time to go through these things. I want to remind you again that when you're taking that action, don't get caught up in the cloudiness. Be clearly focused and move forward as you take that action. And go back over the steps and apply them to your life. And realize that it's no foolproof plan, but it's your plan. Take action today. God bless you, and thank you for coming to this channel. Saturday. This channel is a very special channel, and I decided to hold all comments from being public on this channel. You won't find any on the channel. Send them directly to me at my email along with your ideas and your question. This channel was started as the pandemic began, this worldwide pandemic, and the entire world shut down, and there was a lot of negative spirit in the world. It is dedicated to positive, encouraging, informative, motivational, all these types of things to lift spirits and motivate us to grow and improve. You can feel safe sharing it with others who might need a lift. It is free to you. It's provided that way. There's no cost. It's not monetized, so it produces no income for me. Now, some people have donated an occasional gift because they really appreciate it and appreciate the effort, but that's not a requirement. An archive is there and holds hundreds of videos for your access 24/7. It's provided for you as often as you need it. Sunday. Since I retired from delivering messages each week after about almost 50 years, some have been asking me if I miss it. Well, I'm now producing at least 7 messages every week, plus I've done dozens of funerals and many programs and magic shows, and I also continue to write books. So I don't really miss being able to continue that type of work. I have discovered that God has a continuing plan that has expanded around the world. Thanks to all those who connect with me through this channel and are located in many places around the globe. Also, thanks to all of you who continue to light up your corner of the world, both here near me and in distant lands. I am so pleased to be able to connect with all of you and know great things will be taking place in your life. May God continue to bless you, and thank you for continuing to come and support this channel and sharing it with many others. This is Darrell R. Peebles, the man behind the microphone, bringing you something positive each day from the Peebles Motivation Bureau, both positive, personal, and professional. Remember, there are 3 divisions: digital, real life, and print. But in the digital, we have not only the YouTube channel, but the website, Zoom events, and much more. In the real life, we do pulpit supply, funerals, weddings, magic shows, keynote speakers, and more. And in the print division, not only books, but magazine articles, newspapers, and custom artwork. Locally ordered books from me can get signatures and special discount. This one is already out and about, helping others. Churches and pastors have special discounts. I appreciate you, your ideas, and support. Keep them coming. These are other areas that I might be able to help you, and these are my contact points. This is Daily Dose of Darrell, responding to the free and gracious gift of God. I am using humor, the art of illusion, modern technology, and decades of serving God and communities to work every day to uncover the beauty in all people and experiences coming my way, endeavoring to educate, entertain, and inspire. Each dose on this channel can help move us toward a better, healthier, and more informed mind, body, and spirit. I'm excited to be a small part of the expanding of our capacity to learn, love, and forgive, and together leave this world a better place for all. God bless you.